1,000 pounds of tile, a mile and a half of string, and 9 black canvases take up the space of the University Center Gallery. This is the second exhibit of 8 to come this year to the gallery. This is one of 5 exhibits to feature only university students, and the student duo will have their work displayed for a month. Dave Tarullo and Michael Workman teamed up a year ago to display a conversation about communication and people's perceptions on what they put value on. The UCG team plus 13 volunteers spent 4 days installing this exhibit, and it might have been the most ambitious display ever to come to the gallery. With this exhibit, Tarullo and Workman examined the aspect of labeling, perceptions, and judgment. With almost a year's worth of work put into this project, the artists finally have their work on display.
Basically what we're doing is suspending 300 keys, essentially computer keys that have been enlarged to about 1 foot by 1 foot. And they're made out of porcelain. They're going to be suspended in here in kind of a wave style of a pattern. There's a variation of different keys that are going to be hanging from different ones that are actually cracked or broken to keys that have internal supports. And basically what the intention is to allow the viewer to come into the space, walk through the keys and into the bottom side and see the inside.
So it's an immersive exhibit.
It is an immersive exhibit, yeah. And all the porcelain's translucent, so the light will actually make the keys all glow from the inside. So, we're definitely talking about language and communication in the digital or modern era and how it's changing and shifting, and basically how we're dealing with that, and are we using that to further our sense of communication and get closer to people, or is that something that's hindering us and taking away from how we communicate, and are we losing touch of the type of communication that we had before the digital world? From seeing it from the outside to hopefully trying to look and try to understand another aspect. So, people hopefully will project what they look at as far as communication in the digital world from the outside, and then when they go in, that projection can be switched or inverted for them to look at the other side.
This show is a body of work I've been working on for about 8 months now. It's called Unsophisticated Inclinations. It's a series of projected animations that were made using stop motion and cheap or unsophisticated food. Some of the ideas I was trying to tackle with it have to do a lot with how we judge quality, how we judge things based on their perceived worth. With a sophisticated technique, which would be isolated black background, single point lighting that's dramatic, that kind of references a photographer named Ed Weston, who in the 40s was taking pictures of these peppers or things, and he was elevating their worth, I say that with quotations, by just basically putting them in a pedestal and aestheticizing them. So I'm trying to kind of bring that to light, just this superficiality of aestheticizing things that maybe makes them ennobles them.